So over the last year and a half, I built these two massive reptile enclosures and set up the top one for some lizards, but I still had this huge bottom tank free. So I got this hatchling Woma python and I've been raising her up for the past year, and she's now ready to be moved into her new tank, which I'll be setting up today. I started off by sealing the bottom of the tank. It's too large to fit through doorways, so it has to be able to come apart, so I couldn't use permanent fixtures like silicone. I then added river sand as substrate and allowed it to fully dry out in the bottom of the tank. As you can see, the sand's all dry. I added a nice thick layer so that the Woma can burrow if she so pleases. There's also obviously a background to allow her to climb. To see how to make a rock background like this, check out my other video, I'll link it in the description. There's also a heat light and a heat tile on the left hand side to create a temperature gradient, with the warm side being on the left side. And as you can see, being a metre long yearling snake, she's got quite a large enclosure here. It measures 180 centimetres by 110 centimetres deep and about 90 centimetres tall. To create some hiding places for her to feel safe and secure, put this large piece of wood over the heat tile so that she could warm herself up on this while still feeling secure. I've also got a piece of bark behind that, which is not on the heat tile, so that she can still thermoregulate while feeling comfortable. She can also get on top of that big piece of wood and bask under the heat light. On the cool side, I also have this other log which she can hide under for the time being. When she gets a little bit bigger, I'm going to have to put in some larger hides, but I can do that down the track. I've also got some rocks there which you can use to help her shed. Of course, you should also give all of your animals water. Despite being a desert animal that comes from the middle of Australia, they do still require water and do still drink. As long as you don't let the humidity get too high, they won't have any skin problems. So as is, this setup has everything that a Woma python needs: hides, warmth, behavioural enrichment. I think it's really important to keep snakes in particular in naturalistic setups with loose substrate, so that they can demonstrate so many of the different behavioural adaptations that they will not exhibit when kept in tub and rack systems. Tub and rack systems obviously have their place, but for a pet like this snake here, keeping her in a large naturalistic setup, you just cannot beat. Anyway, I hope some of you guys can pull some inspiration from this build. It's not at all done yet, I'm going to keep working on it, but for the time being, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and comment if you have any questions or suggestions.